Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing 5 easy, beginner friendly plaid nail designs. So I have my base coat already on my nail. I'm going to use blue for all of the nails in this video. And then I am going to take a darker blue. You could take any color you want. Make a line going across the nail. You want to place this line more towards the top. And then you're going to place a line going down the nail. And you want to make this line more towards the side of the nail. So this is what you should have so far. And now we're going to make another line going across the nail, but this one is going to be more closer to the tip of the nail. It's also going to be just a little bit skinnier. So after you have that, you're going to take white gel polish or whatever color. I'm just going to be naming the colors I'm using, but you are free to use whatever colors you want to use. I'm using blue and white for this nail and gold, but I'm placing that white right underneath the blue lines that I made, and I'm also going to place one next to the blue line that's going down the nail. So I'm going to place it right next to that blue line. Also make sure that you're curing one color before you start using another color so that they don't blend in. So this is what you should have so far on your nail, and now we're going to use a third color. This one is more like an accent color, so I think silver or gold or shimmery color looks best, or even something metallic. And you're going to place a line going down the nail and going across the nail. These two lines you're going to make skinnier than the other lines we made. And we're pretty much done for the first design. You can just decorate the nail if you're going to add anything else, or just apply a top coat. I'm going to use glossy top coat for all of the nails in this video. So for this next design, we're going to start by placing a line going down the nail, and the line is going to be more towards the side of the nail. I do recommend white for this design, but again, you're free to use whatever color you want. You do want to make the line a bit thicker, so I'm going in and making that a little bit more thicker because we are going to draw a line in the center of it. So you're also going to draw a line going across, and you want to make this one more towards the tip of the nail. So this is what we have so far. Make sure that part is fully cured before we move on to the next part. Next, we're going to take some black gel polish and a skinny liner brush, and we're going to outline the white lines that we made. So I'm making a skinny black line on the bottom and on the top of this line, and on both sides of the line that's going down the nail. You're also going to make a line going through the center of the white lines. So when you're making a line this skinny, you obviously want to use the skinniest brush that you have. And what I like to do is submerge the brush into the polish color that I'm using. I just like to fully coat it and then wipe off any excess. And then I take my brush really gentle with it, and not press down too hard, because then your brush could spread and the line will come out thicker or just really uneven. So I just go across the nail really light. I use my pinky. I don't know if you notice when I'm doing this, but use your pinky as an anchor, sort of like it's going to help stabilize your hand when you're drawing lines like this. So now that we've done all of the lines and your nail is cured, you can take another color. I'm going to use the same gold color and make a line going down the opposite side of the nail and make a line going across the nail. After I cured those lines, I applied a top coat, and that's it. This is our second plaid design. So this next design definitely gives me holiday vibes. It's more festive and kind of reminds me of like wrapping paper. But we're going to take our color of choice. I'm using white, and we're going to make some diagonal lines. I have a fairly long nail, so I'm going to make 3 of these lines. Be cautious of the nail length you have. If you have a shorter nail length, then you might be able to only do 1 or 2 lines. So just keep that in mind when doing this design, and honestly all of the designs I'm showing you. Just keep your nail length in mind. So after you have drawn those thicker lines, you're going to draw one skinny line next to it. Leave a little bit of space, but do it kind of close to the thicker line you just made. So you have something like this. It looks sort of like a candy cane, and make sure you fully cure that because now we're going to go in with another color. So grab your other color and make 2 lines and leave a little bit of space in between them. Also make these lines more on the thinner side, not too thick. I'm gonna do 3 sets of these lines only because I have the space, but again, keep your nail length and also your nail width in mind. So this is what you have. So now we're gonna draw single lines and we're gonna go in the opposite direction, basically the same direction we drew the white lines, and I'm drawing that single line in between the white lines we made. So you see that spacing I have there? I'm gonna draw one single line going across. After I finished those lines, cured it, and that's pretty much it for this design. I applied a glossy top coat, and we're gonna move on to the next nail. For this next nail, I do recommend you use black, and you're going to take your black polish and mix it with a clear polish. So whether that is a top coat or a base coat, you're going to mix it with that so that you have a sheer black. And now I'm going to make some lines going across my nail. We're going to make these lines diagonal, and we're going to leave a good amount of space in between them. I actually end up doing a second layer of this color because I wanted it a little bit darker. So feel free to make your transparent black a little bit more darker than mine, and basically just add more black polish to your clear liquid. So with my nail length, I was able to do 3 lines with a good amount of space in between it. But if you have a shorter nail, I do suggest maybe bringing the lines in a little bit closer than I did, just so you're able to draw at least 2 lines, because I feel like this design looks better with minimum 2 lines. So after you're done with the first line, you're going to make some more lines going in the opposite direction, and you're going to have something that looks like this. It looks like a whole bunch of triangles. Now I'm just going in and darkening up those lines a little bit because, again, like I said, I feel like I made it a little bit too light and I wanted it just a little bit darker. So after you're done making all of your lines, you're gonna go in with a black and make a square shape right where all of the lines meet. So at the top, the bottom, and the sides of that triangular shape, you're going to darken it. And it's basically a square or a triangle shape depending on which way you look at it. If I'm doing it this way, it looks like a square. Then if I'm doing it this way, it looks like a triangle. So you're just going to basically make that part darker and do that throughout the whole nail. So after you're done making all those squares, you are going to go ahead and cure it, and your nail should look like this. I do have a gold line because I had already started making the gold line in the center, and I didn't realize I wasn't filming, but that is how your nail should look minus the gold line. But now we're going to go in with another color. I do suggest you use like a metallic color or a shimmer color. I think it looks really cute like that, but you can use whatever color you want for this part. And I'm making a skinny line in the center of all of the black lines. And that's pretty much it for this design. I just applied a glossy top coat, and we're going to move on to the next nail. For the next nail, we're going to make a line going down our nail. We're going to make this line more towards the side of the nail, then a line more towards the top of the nail going across. I'm making 4 lines. You should have something that looks like this, but again, depending on your nail length, you don't want to crowd it too much. I do suggest you do 2 lines minimum going across for this design though. Also, right now I am only making 1 line going down, but you should make 2 lines, one on each side of the nail. I do add it later on after I'm like almost done with the nail, but add 2 lines going down. After you're done, you're going to cure that, and now we're going back in with black and a skinny liner brush, and we're going to outline all of the lines we made. After you have outlined all of the white lines, you should have something like this. And again, do 2 white lines going down the nail. I will add it. You guys will see me add another line, but do 2 lines to begin with. Now that everything's lined, you're going to take another color and go right in the center of the white lines. I'm using a dark blue for this, and something I think looks cute with this design is to use the same color, just a different shade. So for example, if you're going to use a baby pink base color, you can go in and make these lines with like a darker pink or a neon pink. I think it looks really cute, but obviously you can use whatever colors you want to use. So after I did all of that, I realized that I was supposed to add another line to the other side of the nail like I mentioned earlier. So that's what I'm doing. I did my white line. Now I'm just going over it so that it's fully lined as well, and all of the lines, basically are in place. Going in with the black and also the blue polish. Also, this design has a whole bunch of lines, so make sure that you're making all of your lines on the thinner side. It's just going to look better. If your lines are too thick, your nail is going to look really overcrowded. And after you're done with all of the lines, that is pretty much it. And this is the last design and the end of the video. This is all of the designs I showed you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, the great thing about nail art is that you can customize it to your liking. So if there's lines that I did that you don't like in the design, you can take it out, or you can add more lines. You can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you guys a base for some easy plaid nails. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.